My name is Sean O'Connell.
Sean O'Connell, letting it all hang out.
Former professional fighter.
I never thought it would get all the way to this point.
Current radio host. I also do television play-by-play for the Professional Fighters League. I'm an author, or at least I pretend to be. I like to do it all. I had an idyllic childhood, a perfect neighborhood, an incredible group of friends. I lived right by the gully, Dimpledale Canyon. Was down in that thing every single day with my dog. The kind of childhood that I hope, you can still provide your kids in America and in Utah, quite frankly. We're not LDS, but the neighborhood that we moved into, I think is probably what the LDS Church wants to be everywhere. And everyone treated us so well. Yeah, I had a really, really, really good life growing up. I sat out the year of 2003, and then in 2004 was able to walk onto the team, and that was an undefeated Fiesta Bowl team coached by Urban Meyer. Obviously, Kyle Whittingham at that time was the defensive coordinator. It was the best team, I think, in Utah football history. It was an unbelievable collection of guys. I was part of something great, even though I was a tiny, tiny, tiny part of it. But I really loved it. Coach Mack, I will forever be in his debt. I love that man because he's the one that allowed me to live the whole dream of actually being a college football player. There was a really thriving MMA scene in Utah back then. So I'm a college football player, things aren't going overly well, and I'm watching it and saying, I'm gonna do that someday. And most of my friends didn't believe me that I would, but when football was over after that 06 season at Weber State, I said, all right, now I'm gonna fight. And I did.
Fighting out of Salt Lake City, Utah, here is the real OC, Sean O'Connell!
My style was not very intelligent. I think I'm kind of a smart guy, but I didn't fight smart.
He clips him again. He thinks.
Maybe that's why I liked it. I got to put away the intellectual side of myself and the pretend to be intelligent side of myself and just be an animal for a little while. Yeah, people know me more for the weigh-ins, the pre-fight face-offs, than anything else. I would do goofy little antics and paper, rock, scissors. I brought one opponent flowers. I blew bubbles. I booped one guy on the nose. He didn't like that very much. It's just my personality. I like to have fun. I like to be goofy. And I compartmentalize the aggression and the fighting part for when it's time to actually fight.
That's it. It's all over. Wow. Get set. This one could end quickly.
I'm proud of that one because
Honey marks in Chicago, and he's hurt him.
It was a 5-round fight.
They look like they've gone 15 rounds. And here we are in round number 3, and O'Connell keeps firing those shots.
And it was the biggest fight of my career. It was the biggest fight of his career, the biggest prize we were going to get.
Wow. The epitome of an absolute war inside the cage.
At some point, he looked across the cage from that stool and said, I can't handle that guy anymore.
That is it. It is all over. Vinny Magalash unable to answer the bell in the 4th.
It happened. What a storybook ending for him. This is insane. He got married, his wife is pregnant, now they can buy a house.
And that still gives me a good feeling because that's kind of what I was going for my whole life. I always wanted to be that dude.
The winner of $1 million and new PFL light heavyweight champion of the world,
At least for 15 minutes, I got to be that guy.
Sean O'Connell!
My wife was pregnant with my oldest daughter, and it meant a lot to me that I was going to be able to take care of them better, more successfully, how I wanted to, closer to how I wanted to. $1 million is life-changing money. It's not what it used to be in the world, but it still is a lot of money if you're smart with it, and we've tried to be.
Sean O'Connell and Vinny Magalash in an absolute classic.
It made me feel good to end on a high note, because nobody in sports ends on a high note. A life in contact sports and combat sports brought me to a point where I am aware of CTE. Obviously, covering sports for a living, you hear about it, you know about it. And I've decided I'm gonna, when I'm gone, my brain is going to the brain bank. I want my brain to be studied. I think I'm okay. I think my brain is mostly functioning. I suppose I wouldn't know the difference. Maybe I could have cured cancer if I never got hit in the head so much. I don't know. Hopefully someday it's something that people don't have to worry about. There's nothing better than talking about your alma mater, who's really good in sports right now, by the way.
We're going to talk a lot about this Utah-Arizona matchup.
And just, you know, your friends are listening to you again, and it's great. It lives in a box in the basement. I'm 40 years old now. 10 years from now, I hope to be happy. And the way that'll happen for me is my family's happy, my children are happy and healthy. And I have a house on the North Shore of Oahu in Hawaii. I want that.